Hi, I'm Marc Cherry, creator and executive producer of Desperate Housewives. And this is...
I'm Kyle MacLachlan.
And we're going to be answering questions submitted by you for abc.com. I almost feel like a farmer who raises cattle.
I do a chicken thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever planned on killing one of the main housewives and give her the narration of the story?
Well, I don't know about the 4 main housewives. I don't know about them, but stay tuned for the next episode of Desperate Housewives, because you'll see a new narrator. Do you like playing evil Orson or the nice Orson?
I like diabolical Orson, actually, the most. That's the most fun, where he's plotting and planning something. For some reason, I don't know why, but I do enjoy that.
And the interesting thing for me is I think evil Orson and nice Orson are the same Orson. It's just 2 different sides of his personality. He has this thing that happens when he feels his back is up against the wall and stuff comes out. And I think that's like a lot of people I know, certainly at the network. How do you prepare to play Orson? Do you have any rituals?
Ritual. Putting on the clothes for me has always been helpful. So once I sort of get those pastels on, it's good to go.
Now here's my question. When you're doing something like Blue Velvet, you're just putting on like normal all-American clothes. Does that still apply?
Yeah, but they were sort of like similar to clothes that David Lynch likes to wear, so suddenly that just gave me a different vibe for David.
Okay. It prepares you to play David Lynch.
Kind of. That's kind of what I was doing a little bit. Yeah. As opposed to the rubber suit you do.
If you were Orson, would you leave Bree?
No, I couldn't leave Bree. No, I'm thinking of Bree / Marcia.
Yeah.
Because Marcia is just exceptional. And it's one of the great things about coming to work is that I get to work with Marcia primarily.
I feel very blessed that I've paired up people so well on the show.
Yeah.
They are like couples in real life, even though everyone has their own spouses. You walk onto a set with Kyle and Marcia, and they've got their thing, and it's very set. Doug and Felicity, are sort of like a couple in my mind because they just have all that banter like a married couple. The same goes for Evo and Ricardo, who always make me laugh when I'm on set. Of course, then it's a problem because when I break up, like Terry Hatcher and Jamie Denton, the actors are a little mad at me. So, it has its drawbacks.
In the last episode of season 1, Mary Alice says, not everyone gets a happy ending. Was she referring to one of the housewives or life in general?
That's interesting because I haven't actually thought of whether I'm going to give every single housewife a happy ending on this show. So that's kind of an interesting question for me looking forward. I always look at real life as the basis for, whatever I write. And some people have sad lives. Although even in the saddest of lives, I think that there can be some measure of satisfaction of what you can learn or gain or what you can survive. So I might kind of have a ambivalent ending for one of the housewives, but I don't know. It's actually excellent question.
How do you find the ideas for the mysteries every new season? And how long does it usually take you to create one?
Well, I never have enough time to create them fully because they're so complex. We usually, track our mysteries about 8-9 episodes into the season, and we have an idea for an ending point. But there's a lot of stuff in the second part of the season that I have to create on the fly, which comes in handy sometimes. I'm actually even already thinking of next year's mystery now. I've got a couple of ideas that I'll bring into the writing staff on our first day. So, it's an ongoing process. There's no pat answer for it, but it's very complicated, and I always wish I had more time.
Are Bree and Orson going to divorce? I love them together. Yeah.
You know what? Anything's possible. I can't give away plot lines. But I would say that,
Very interesting for me to hear.
I'll try to hold on to that relationship as long as I can because it's such a fun one to write. I think the chemistry between Marcia and Kyle is extraordinary. But you never know.
Will it ever be revealed that Paul Young did not murder Felicia Tillman?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Good question.
This is Marc Cherry, creator of Desperate Housewives.
And Kyle MacLachlan.
And we are so happy to have some time with you and answer your questions for abc.com. Remember to watch Desperate Housewives on ABC Sunday nights at 9 and 8 Central.
That was a good thought.
That's how I got it.